Chapter 5, the benefits of staging. 85% of staged homes sold for 5 to 23% over list price. That's significant. Staged homes sell faster on the market. So what is staging? Staging is the process of adding decor, rearranging furniture, and expertly dressing up the home to make it look stunning for listing photos and buyer visits. Home staging is a marketing tactic that can make even the darkest, congested spaces feel bright, energetic, and inviting. We really want to create that wow factor. Here are some tips to consider. Reduce personal items to 70% or less. Remember, we want to create a model home show-stopping image. Homes sell 2 to 2.5 times faster than unstaged homes. For every $1 spent, sellers get back $4. That's tremendous. Staged homes sell 7 to 10% higher than market value. Now, why is that? If we look at this picture on the right, we see that the furniture placement is pretty optimal and it showcases the space quite well. It looks like a model home and it's showroom ready. The better the pictures look, the more likely buyers will come to your home to take a look. Here are some staging tips. Reducing the days on market. So that means that if it looks showstopper ready, it will sell quickly. The days on market will be quick. Avoid a price reduction. So you really don't want to have to drop the price, because the more you drop a price on the property, the more you stigmatize the property, signaling to potential buyers that there may be a problem with the house, and it may or may not be true. You also want to attract more foot traffic to your listing. Here's my pro tip. Always use a staging company that is localized to your market. Connection and emotional attachment matters. You really need a staging company that is professional, on point, and really, really maximizes the online media exposure. Here's 5 basic elements of staging. There's decluttering, there's positioning furniture, there's color, lighting, and accessorizing. So all of these factors are quite important, because if it looks decluttered, it's going to look busy and people are going to get distracted by your items instead of looking at the space. The positioning of the furniture is a big one, because if the positioning is incorrect, or if it's facing the wrong direction, like an office or the way a couch is facing, it could make the space look smaller than it is or awkward. Color is also quite important. If you don't paint your home the right color, it's going to look overpowered with really, really bold, rich colors like blue or green or red. You really want to keep it neutral. If you look at this color palette here in the beiges, grays, and white tones, try not to go too dark for optimal showcasing of your house. Lighting is also important, especially with the fixtures, and making sure there's white light in the house versus yellow light. So that's also very important, as it gives an excellent first impression on the home. Interior decorating versus staging. So what's the difference? A lot of people ask me this question often. Staging is really a service to provide homeowners to depersonalize their space, making it a showstopper, ready to attract a mass audience. The purpose of staging is to minimize the clutter and maximize the space and features of the home in its best light. Interior decorating, on the other hand, is similar to staging. However, it becomes more personalized to your specific needs. The pictures and artwork can be more personal and customized to everyday living. There is a difference between interior decorating and staging, because interior design can be more practical and functional for usability. And staging is really for show purposes only, not really for usage. I'll give you an example. This picture here, the coffee table, it looks beautiful. Everything is clear. Is it functional? Now, normally people would have drawers here and put some storage in there. It may not look as appealing, but for staging, it looks incredible. Both services are important. It just depends what you're looking for. So what's the process of staging? Hire a certified stager who has worked in the luxury market. It's also important to ask how many homes have they designed, decorated in the past to get a sense of their style and portfolio with before and after pictures to see proof. You have to know what stays, what goes. Sometimes staging requires the homeowner to remove all existing items and move their items into a storage unit. And sometimes not all items are removed, but furniture stays and then accessorizing takes place from there, rearranging of furniture depending on how the home looks as well. It's best to really start from a blank canvas by optimizing the space. Some staging can make use of existing furniture items and work with what's there and just add and eliminate certain things that are missing to make that transformation. Usually, staging itself can be done within 4 to 6 hours with a trained staging professional. The reason staging is so important is because it really makes prospective buyers do a double take and want to see more pictures and a video to find out more about your home. To paint or not to paint? Really, painting transforms your space. When you've been living in your home for some time, you really get used to the surroundings. People often don't notice the space anymore. Well, paint can totally revamp your look and give any room that polished, refreshed image. Paint can do so much for a space, make it appear brighter, bigger, cleaner, fresher. It certainly will save you time, and you'll love the results if you hire professional painters. Professional cleaning. It's very important to get your home clean from top to bottom, including washrooms, floors, baseboards. Yes, those dusty baseboards, kitchen countertops, and appliances throughout. Nothing should be sticky, stained, dusty, or dirty. It's best to inquire depending on the type of marketing package you go with, but typically for all my clients, staging and professional cleaning services are part of the red carpet service that I offer to all my VIP clients because we are professionals and we take care of all the loose ends for you, including professionally cleaning, before staging and after. Next is furniture assembly. Staging is more like depersonalizing a home so that the buyers can imagine themselves in it. We need to remove family photos, pet beds, litter boxes, even piles of newspapers, and add neutral colored paint to modernize the space. Let the stagers work their magic. Sometimes they'll rent high-end luxury furniture to transform your space, and it will look spectacular. All right, so I want to talk about the story of Maria. Now, Maria lived in a bungalow that was a multi-generational family home for over 45 years. She had original furniture from the 50s, vintage furniture. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but she loved it. She was not very mobile and was looking to net the most money possible. With the help of myself and my team, we had her stay in a retirement residence for 30 days to ensure that she took what was important to her, what furniture items she needed for her next move. Then we hired an auction company to take a picture of all her items. We professionally auctioned all these items off and sold it. We changed all of her light bulbs to white light. We accessorized her place to fit the image perfectly, and we staged it from top to bottom. Within 2 days of being on the market, fully staged and made over in 24 hours with the removal of all furniture, Maria's bungalow sold for $150,000 over asking in 10 days. As a result of staging, it sold for more money and faster. She was thrilled, and it was for the highest price in the neighborhood. This proves that staging does work and it's worth the investment. So sometimes comfort is fine, but if you want to optimize your sale price, it's important to stage top to bottom with a professional. Let's discuss 7 costly mistakes of staging. Number 1, not understanding the true value in the net sale price in the end. So this is important because if you don't understand how much the profit margins will grow, you're not going to understand the value of staging. If you don't stage at all, then you must be either a designer or you've had a designer go into your home and stage it or decorate it accordingly. So this is a costly mistake because if you don't stage, it may not appeal to all the masses. Number 3, not hiring a professional stager. So people think that, yes, I can do it myself, but it's better to have a third party go in there and give you their expert eye. You also get what you pay for. It's not always about price. It's really about value and the end result. Improper use of colors, paint, and furniture assembly could cost you the sale. It could also make the space look awkward and not optimal. So you have to really enhance the property value by doing these things correctly. Poor space allocation. Look at the image on the left. This may be how someone lives, but really the picture on the right, it may not be functional or practical, but we never want to ignore visual psychology clues because the space on the right looks much more spacious and looks bigger than the space on the left. Here's my pro tip. Are you looking for a complimentary staging consultation? Are you looking for recommendations and suggestions for your home? Well, you know where to reach me, sandysold@outlook.com.